I am Ramesh Ramachandran. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold the 7th edition of the Pariksha Pe Charcha event in New Delhi on 29 January, and more than 10 million students have already registered for attending the program. DD India's Debyendu Mandal spoke to Dr. Arushi Diwan to understand its impact on the students.
Welcome to Doordarshan, Doctor. Let me begin by asking you, examination is a concept in India, is very stressful to many students. So as a psychologist, how do you think students should cope up with stress?
So to start with, there's a lot of emphasis on being a 10 on 10 in our country, on chasing perfectionism by the society as a whole, by parents, by teachers. We as a society constantly communicate the message to children to be a 10 on 10, to be a perfect. We should appreciate and encourage the child even if he's scoring a 5 on 10. See what happens? Children tend to create these unrealistic standards for themselves that they have to achieve, which is being a 10 on 10 in their academic performance. The amount of emphasis that our society puts on being a 10 on 10 makes the children believe that being a 6 on 10 is undesirable.
You know, the Prime Minister, just before the board examinations of class 10 and 12th, he has been interacting with students for the last 6 years. This would perhaps be the 7th edition of that. How do you think, as the Prime Minister of India, talking to students about exams and not to fear for exams, what kind of impact would it have on students?
Right. It's a magnificent initiative that has been taken by our Prime Minister, because when a leader of the country communicates the message to you against and contradictory to what the society is communicating as a whole, it has a deep impact on the students. It helps them to elevate the stress that they are dealing with about being a 10 on 10, about performing well on their examination.
Thank you once again for talking to Doordarshan. And this is Debyendu Mandal with camera person Vishwabandhu from New Delhi for DD India.